Hey there, I'm Celia, a French freelance illustrator and full-time designer. Welcome in this new studio vlog. This week, follow me finish a new pin set, paint a gouache, and draw some Posca illustrations in my sketchbook. If you have watched the previous studio vlog, you probably saw me paint these tiny handmade clay pins. The set is composed by a lot of new design that I wanted to try out, and they turned out super cute. It's time to apply some UV resin on them to make them extra shiny. The UV resin emits harmful gases, so I'm using it outside of my apartment, and it's really complicated to clean, so I'm using a bad brush from Amazon that I will just throw away after using it. I don't have a UV lamp, so I'm using the sunlight to make them dry, but it's winter, so it's quite long to obtain the right amount of sun to dry out these bad boys. Once they are dry, they are really shiny and cute. I'm happy because this set is way better than the previous one. The shapes are better, they are super cute, and I'm really happy with the new designs. Then it's time to paint with some gouache. I said that I didn't want to do a challenge for this year, but I kind of started one anyway. It's not really a challenge, but I decided to draw every day in my sketchbook, or at least work every day in my sketchbook. It doesn't need to be a lot, it's just the objective to make something every day in my sketchbook. Most of the time it will be a 5-minute sketch, but if I want to spend more time, I will. I already started and it's really cool. Usually it's quite relaxing for me to draw in my sketchbook, so at the end of the day I'm taking a few minutes to draw something. And the fact that I'm starting to do some art is putting my brain into creative mode, and most of the time to do one little sketch is inspiring me, and I'm doing way more, like planning my next painting or sketching new pins or new stickers. And it's only been a few days, but I already feel that I love this new habit. The fact that I'm also doing it for myself and only for myself without planning to show it anywhere on internet is really enjoyable, because it takes away the pressure to be good and I'm allowed to do something ugly. I don't remember where I read that, but if you're not making ugly drawings, it means that you are not going out of your comfort zone and you are not progressing. So the morality is it's recommended to make ugly things. This painting isn't really original, but making some simple and graphic shapes is helping me to experiment some color palette. And it allows me to train and to be more comfortable with the gouache painting. For example, here I'm not really a fan of the color palette because the light pink look really dull close to the dark violet, but it's something that I will take into account for the next paintings or drawings that I will make. You need to do a lot of tests and a lot of mistakes in order to learn. Something that I saw and that I loved is where there is a series of illustrations based on the same simple color palette. So I drew 12 boxes in my sketchbook and I selected 4 colors from my Posca markers. It's been a long time since my last Posca drawing and I wanted to do one. So I selected 2 pinks, 1 purple, 1 yellow, and I created some simple small illustrations. I'm using a washi tape to delimitate my boxes. The Posca are working well in this sketchbook because the paper is really smooth. My previous sketchbook wasn't working well with Posca, so I'm happy that I can use them in this one. I'm trying to avoid having twice the same background to make it look nice. Each tiny drawing isn't fantastic, but I really love how they look all together. It's also really satisfying to use a restricted color palette because the most important part isn't to have the right color for each element, but to have the right contrast in a box and between the boxes. The boxes are a bit too similar though. I think it would look better with more various box sizes. But I really like them anyway. And this is the result. I'm really happy with how it looks. I have a lot of ideas for the next compositions. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next week. Bye!